Hi, I am 24 years old and a half, and today I'm going to my first ever concert, all on my own. I am, after all, a very socially awkward, or just awkward in general, shy introvert, so me going to a concert is very much against my nature. It's going to be very crowded, which I hate. It's going to be very loud, which I don't necessarily love. And again, it's all on my own. I am a big boy. I can do it. And you might be like, so what? It's not a big deal. It's a big deal to me, and I bet you it's a big deal to a lot of people, because I am most definitely not the only person out there who wanted to go to shows for most of my life, but I just never did because I never had someone to go with. So I just thought, well, I guess I won't go then, because I don't have a friend or whoever to go with, and I can't go on my own. I cannot possibly go and do something just on my own. But that is changing today. I'm sick and tired of waiting around for other people so that I can do stuff that I want to do, that I enjoy. Because what a waste of life that is. And I was even talking to some people at work the other week, like, oh, I'm so excited, I have a show I'm going to, but I'm a bit nervous because I'm going on my own. And they're like, on your own? Isn't that a little bit sad? How is it sad to go out and do something that I want to do? Should I wait my whole life to do something until I have someone to do it with? What a waste of life. And it wasn't until a few months ago, probably like August 2025, I made a decision that within the next year from then, or like 2026, I want to go to my first show. And then a few weeks later, The Weeknd announces his tour. I wasn't planning on getting tickets, but then I was like,
I just want to take some pictures.
They might just sell out before I even get there. Who knows? But somehow I managed to get tickets, and all of a sudden, I had a show to go to. 2 weeks later, I kept saying to myself, I want to go to a Doja show. And I randomly went on her Instagram just to see. And turns out she announced her tour the day before. So all of a sudden, I got tickets to that show. And then 2 months later, Dave announces his tour, and at that point I became single, so I was like, oh, I'm not gonna go, I don't want to go on my own. It was like a few days after it was announced, so there wasn't many tickets left, so I was like, whatever, I'll wait for the next one. And then I realized the next one might not be for another 2, 3, 4, 5 years. I don't want to wait 5 years before I can go and enjoy the show. So I said fuck it. And one day randomly I just checked for tickets, and there was one resale one, and it was fairly cheap for what it was, and I was like, snatch. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go on my own. It's the year that I'm doing stuff for myself. So I got it, and it was like, oh, it's the first one I'm gonna have, but it's still a few months away. And all of a sudden, it's right now, it's 1 o'clock. I'm gonna get the train in roughly an hour. Wow. I'm seeing Dave tonight at the O2. I've never been to the O2. A lot of firsts today. So the plan is I'm gonna get the train in around an hour. I'll get to London. I'll go down to Tate Modern, because I haven't been there for a few years as well. I'll just walk around, check out all the free exhibitions. And of course, the one day that I'm actually going out and doing stuff, it's raining, it's shitty weather. Yesterday was lovely and sunny, today it's gloomy and raining. And it's literally meant to start raining around the time I get to London, so that's great. And then probably just like slowly make my way over to the O2 and then wander around there, probably grab some food not long before the doors open. Dave doesn't actually come until 9, which is crazy because 9 is usually my bedtime. The thing I'm worried about most is just getting back home, is leaving, getting the tube when, there's a whole huge crowd, and making it back to the train station and hopefully getting a train back home on time. But it should be fine. I should be fine. I probably won't get home until like 2 a.m. That's no biggie. done walking over to the station to take the tube to North Greenwich, and I need food a lot.
This is God's plan, we said it to you. Test the teeth with a back like tape. Over and over again. Over and over and over. I don't want to sort it out. My nephew is 61. Hands down, getting crazy. What's this? At this age, we've been convinced you only fix on half with murders that don't work. It's porno test. Option, it's a process. Got to stand and protest.